Hello everybody, and yet another data video. Just wanted to very quickly run this past you because these are our very important end of key stage results. And if I get this to you now, once again, it just makes the meeting run a little bit quicker and means that you can prepare any questions you may have. Please post them on here as well before the meeting. So just quickly go through a couple of things here about targets. The government set us targets. Two types, floor targets. These happen every year. We need to be above 65% in our combined reading, writing, and maths, or have reading progress above -5, or have reading progress above -7, or have maths progress above -5. And if we reach any one of those, we have succeeded in reaching floor targets. There's also a second lot of targets called coasting schools, and for that one, you can see it's a little bit higher, the expectation, but with this, you need to meet one of those within 3 years. If for 3 years in a row you've not met those targets, you will be classed as a coasting school. Chance would be a fine thing. So, get rid of that. Let's have a look at how we did this year. These are our official targets. You can see there our reading, 72% of children met the expected standard as opposed to 71% nationally, and 28% of our children reached the greater depth standard. No national data on greater depth. Writing there, we're 86, the national's 76, so we're well above that, and 23 at greater depth. Our grammar, punctuation and spelling results, you can see there we're pretty in line with the national at 76 as opposed to 77, but greater depth, really good at 42. Maths there, 77%, the national 75%, and greater depth 35. Again, that's a good result. And our reading, writing combined, which I think is the most pleasing really, is 70%. So 70% of children reach the expected standard in all three areas of reading, writing and maths. National expectation, or the national average, sorry, is 61% of children. So you can see we're well above floor targets in all areas. Likewise, for coasting schools, we've met all the progress measures there, just the reading, writing combined, but very, very few schools actually meet that. So let's have a look at particular groups. Put that in this table here. We've got this new group here, high ability pupil premium children. These are a political hot potato group at the moment, certainly something that Ofsted are very aware of. Since pupil premium funding came in, I think a lot of schools, ourselves included, are very concerned about getting those children up to a level 4 or to an expected standard, and have spent an awful lot of resourcing into that. But what's happened as a result is some of these high ability children aren't making as much progress as their less equipped counterparts. Is that a good way to say that? Probably not, but you know what I mean. So we need to pull these children out as well, and fortunately those children are all doing really well, so that's fantastic. Looking at the attainment for different groups. We've got our pupil premium children slightly below the non-pupil premium in reading, across the board really. So it would be nice if our pupil premium children were attaining just as well as the non-pupil premium, but more to that story than meets the eye, because of course we also have to look at the progress. We'll look at that in a moment. Our SEN children here. SEN children, you can imagine, aren't going to be as high attaining as their non-SEN counterparts. What's quite interesting, there are some stories here with gender, 81% of boys achieving as opposed to only 64% of girls. So that's quite an anomaly, and the opposite way around to what we usually find. Interestingly, look, maths, boys and girls performing pretty much the same. So that's attainment. Let's have a look now at the progress being made. Now, this is slightly different to our in-house progress. This is progress that's measured from across the nation, really. So what we don't have at the minute are the 2017 numbers. So this is based on the 2016 progress. It's likely to change a little bit. It won't be massively so. Basically, anything above 0 is good. Anything that's sort of +2, +3 is really good. So our overall progress in reading there, you can see, is +1.48. So that means we're above the national average. 0 is the national average. So plus 1.48 means our children in reading generally are doing better than the national. And that runs all the way across with pupil premium, non-pupil premium, high ability pupil premium doing particularly well. SEN doing well. The boys again look attaining a lot higher than the girls. In fact, the girls are below the national. So I think straight away there, we've got one of our first key areas for development for next year. Girls reading and making sure A, they make the progress, and B, we try and get this attainment level up as well. Looking at pupil premium, you can see that they as well in reading are below their non-pupil premium peers. So perhaps a second key area pulling out there. Writing is pretty good right across the board and quite stable and level across the board. These two groups, high ability pupil premium and SEN, obviously performing exceptionally well, which is great. They're the groups that we would want to perform the best. And likewise, maths generally doing well. Again, a real spike there for high ability pupil premium children. SEN maths not doing as well. And particularly when you put that alongside the reading and the writing results, maybe what we need to look into there as another key area for next year will be what are we doing for SEN maths children. Boys, again, making more progress than the girls in maths. Towards the bottom of this report, we've then got Mrs. Butler has prepared some literacy highlights for you, and as you move further down, there's also Mr. Grice's maths, and Mrs. McCarthy has also prepared an SEN, similar sort of report as well. So I hope that's been of use. Again, post comments, please. So, for example, if you notice something in a piece of data and you particularly want to note that, highlight it, press the comment button, and just type your comment in there. Like so. Okay, I will see you at the meeting on Tuesday.